The Senate will come to order. Good morning, or good afternoon. The Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Brooks, Senator Buck, Senator Canizaro, Senator Dennis, Senator Doniate, Senator Dondero-Loop, Senator Gokachia, Senator Hammond, Senator Hansen, Senator Hardy, Senator Harris, Senator Kiekhaefer, Senator Lang, Senator Neal, Senator Orenthal, Senator Pickard, Senator Ratty, Senator Scheibel, Senator Sievers-Gansert, Senator Settlemeyer, Senator Spearman.
Thank you. Let the record reflect there are 21 senators present. Please rise for the prayer and invocation by Reverend Nick Emery of Hope Crossing Community Church in Carson City.
Good morning. Let's pray together. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for each of these leaders. Take all that they've encountered throughout their lives, and in particular this legislative session, and blend it with every passion and sacred interest of their heart, and use that for the good of our state, we pray. Thank you for giving us mercy and grace and strength needed for each day. Thank you for them, our leaders, their staff and families, for the sacrifice of their time in service of our communities. Hold them now and renew them. For their time away from others, their work, their families, and communities, we pray you would restore time lost and bless them in unique and special ways for their service and sacrifice. May they this day understand what they must accomplish and let go of what stands in the way, and give them the assurance needed of the pursuit of the right interests. Protect their time and safeguard their hearts. Fill their motives with purity and make straight their paths. Give them courage as they stay focused on what is right. So hold, bless, and encourage these women and men for answering this high calling of service, and bless our great state, we pray. Amen.
Thank you. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Order of business number 3, reading and approval of the journal. By previous order of the journal, hello. By previous order of the Senate, the reading of the journal is dispensed with, and the President and Secretary are authorized to make the necessary corrections and additions. Order of business number 4, reports of committee.
Madam President, your Committee on Finance, to which were referred Senate Bills numbers 451, 456, 458, has had the same under consideration. Begs the report. Same back the recommendation do pass. Signed, Senator Chris Brooks, Chair. Madam President, your Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections, to which was referred Assembly Bill number 121, has the same under consideration. Begs the report. Same back the recommendation. Amendment do pass as amended. Signed, Senator James Orenthal, Chair. Madam President, your Committee on Revenue and Economic Development, to which was referred Senate Bill number 440, has had the same under consideration. Begs the report. Same back the recommendation. Amendment do pass as amended. Signed, Senator Dina Neal, Chair. End of reports.
Thank you. Order of business number 9, motions, resolutions, and notices. Senator Dennis.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to take SB 27 from the Secretary's desk and place it on the general file.
Thank you. You have heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
And that concludes order of business number 9.
Thank you. Order of business number 13, general file.
Senate Bill number 416, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, makes appropriation to Department of Taxation for the replacement of information technology hardware, software, and printers. The people of the State of Nevada represented in the Senate Assembly do next as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 5 of this Act becomes effective upon passage and approval. End of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Brooks.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Bill 416, as amended, appropriates general fund appropriations totaling $515,509 to the Department of Taxation for the purchase of replacement information technology hardware, software, and printers, as otherwise recommended in the executive budget for the 21-23 biennium. Senate Bill 416 is effective upon passage and approval.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 416 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill number 455, introduced by emergency request, Senate Majority Leader, revises the qualifications to perform computed tomography and fluoroscopy. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 3 of the Act becomes effective upon passage and approval. End of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President. Okay, there we go. Senate Bill 455 expands the qualifications of persons who may perform computed tomography to include a person who is certified to practice in the area of nuclear medicine technology, radiation therapy, or nuclear medicine, and who has received the training or credentialing approved by the Division of Public and Behavioral Health of the Department of Health and Human Services. The bill also expands the qualifications of persons who may perform fluoroscopy to include a person who is certified by the American Registry of Radiologic Technologists to practice radiography, or who has completed other appropriate training or holds another appropriate credential approved by the division, and this bill is effective upon passage and approval.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 455 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Assembly Bill number 61, introduced by Assembly Committee on Commerce and Labor, revises provisions relating to trade practices. The Assembly has, the people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 35.7, end of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Neal.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 61 makes various changes relating to deceptive trade practices, provides that certain offenses related to robocalling are deceptive trade practice, increases the penalties for such offenses from a misdemeanor to a Category E felony, and a civil penalty of not more than $10,000 for each violation. It makes a deceptive trade practice to sell, rent, or offer to sell or rent certain goods and services during a state of emergency or declared disaster that has been in effect for 75 days or less for a price that is grossly in excess of the usual prices for that good or service. It makes it an unfair trade practice to engage in any act or practice that takes advantage of a consumer to a grossly unfair degree. It revises the criminal penalties imposed for engaging in a deceptive trade practice and establishes a tier of penalties. It provides there is no limitation on the time in which criminal prosecution involving deceptive trade practice is required to be commenced by the Attorney General, except for in Section 3 of the bill. The measure also authorizes the consumer advocate of the Bureau of Consumer Protection and the Office of Attorney General to have access to all records in the possession of any agency. It's effective October 1, 2021.
Thank you. Further remarks? Senator Settlemeyer.
Thank you, Madam President. I have to oppose AB 61. One of the things that came out in the testimony is that this would indicate that you only could charge a certain percentage after a pandemic from the original beginning of the pandemic. So if you look at this particular one we're under, you'd go a year ago and say you could not increase the price by such a percentage, regardless of the fact that the replacement cost of the good could be substantially higher than what you're be forced to sell it at this point in time. We found that problematic. We tried to work on an amendment. Unfortunately, one did not come forward. It just seems rather onerous. The other fact that they do have laws in effect at this point in time, and they admitted on the record, unfortunately, they have prosecuted no one for deceptive trade practice or taking advantage of anyone with the current laws we have. So I didn't necessarily see that giving them more would change anything in that respect. So in that respect, I oppose AB 61.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on AB 61 is 12 in favor, 9 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Assembly Bill number 459, introduced by Senate Committee on Ways and Means, revises provisions relating to workforce development. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 16, subsection 2, end of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Dondero Loop.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 459 as amended moves the Office of Workforce Innovation from the Office of the Governor to the Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation, changes the name to the Governor's Office of Workforce Innovation, and establishes the Executive Director of the Office of Workforce Innovation in the unclassified service of the state. Further, Assembly Bill 459 as amended moves responsibility for apprenticeships, including the position of the State Apprenticeship Director, from the Office of Workforce Innovation to the Office of Labor Commissioner. The measure establishes that the Labor Commissioner, rather than the Governor, appoints the State Apprenticeship Director, and that the Governor appoints voting members of the State Apprenticeship Council based on recommendations of the Labor Commissioner, rather than the Executive Director of the Office of Workforce Development. The bill also provides that the State Apprenticeship Director is the unclassified service of the state. Assembly Bill 459 as amended amends Senate Bill 247 of this session to reflect the Labor Commissioner's responsibility for apprenticeship programs. The provisions amended Senate Bill 247 become effective on October 1st, 2021, and the remaining provisions of this act become effective on July 1st, 2021.
Thank you. Further remarks, Senator Kiefer.
Thank you, Madam President. If this policy hadn't already been incorporated into the budget for the next biennium, I'd be voting against this bill. But since it is, I'll be supporting it just for budget implementation purposes. However, for the record, I do think that this is not the right time to be putting more on Dieter's plate. They have plenty to deal with right now, and moving this office into a department that already has such a high and demanding workload is not the right choice at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks, Senator Gokachia.
Thank you, Madam President. And I did vote against this coming out of finance. I realize it is a budget implementation bill, but I continue to oppose it. Dieter's got a full plate. They don't need any more.
Thank you. Further remarks. All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on AB 459 is 15 in favor, 6 against. The bill, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill number 463, introduced by Senate Committee on Ways and Means, provides for the reversion of certain money and makes a supplemental appropriation to the State Department of Conservation and Natural Resources for an unanticipated shortfall in the forest fire suppression budget account. The people of the State of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do act as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 3 of this act becomes effective upon passage and approval. End of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Gokachia.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 463 as amended provides that any remaining balance of the $5 million appropriation made by Section 23 of Chapter 455, Statutes of Nevada 2019, Senate Bill 208 of the 2019 session, and allocated to the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources for wildland fire protection, restoration, and long-term planning must not be committed for expenditure after June 30th, 2025, and must be reverted to the State General Fund on or before September 19th of 2025. Assembly Bill 463 is amended, also appropriates $2.4 million from the State General Fund to the Department as a supplemental appropriation for an unanticipated shortfall in forest fire suppression budget account for the fire suppression costs in fiscal year 2021. This act becomes effective on passage and approval, and let's hope we don't need more money. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on AB 463 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill, having received a constitutional majority, is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill 471, introduced by Senate Committee on Ways and Means, revises provisions relating to system for reporting information relating to cancer and other neoplasms. The people of the State of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do act as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 11, this act becomes effective July 1, 2021. End of bill. This bill requires a 2/3 majority vote.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Sievers-Gansert.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 471 establishes a fee of not more than 8% for the license, registration, or renewal application of a radiation or mammography machine in certain healthcare facilities and medical laboratories to support the Division of Public and Behavioral Health in administering the reporting of information on cancer and other neoplasms. Assembly Bill 471 also provides clarifying provisions on the respective data reporting requirements to the Division of Public Health and Behavioral Health. This is a budget implementation bill for the division. This act becomes effective on July 1st, 2021.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the secretary will close the roll. The vote on Assembly Bill 471 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a 2/3 majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Assembly Bill number 479, introduced by Assembly Committee on Ways and Means, revises provisions governing the executive staff of the Public Employees Retirement System. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 4 of this act becomes effective July 1, 2021. End of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Kiefer.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 479 creates the position of Chief Investment Officer as a member of the executive staff of the Public Employees Retirement System and renames the existing position of Investment Officer as Deputy Investment Officer. This act becomes effective on July 1st.
Sounds ominous. All right, further remarks? Okay, hearing none, the secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the secretary will close the roll. The vote on Assembly Bill 479 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Assembly Bill 481, introduced by Assembly Committee on Ways and Means, requires the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services to designate a statewide center to provide assistance to certain victims. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none. Section 1, subsection 5, end of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Hammond.
Thank you, Madam President. Assembly Bill 41 requires the Division of Child and Family Services of the Department of Health and Human Services, to the extent money is available, to designate a statewide center to provide assistance to victims. If a center to provide assistance to victims is designated, it must be located in a county with a population of at least 700,000. To the extent money is available, AB 481 requires the center to provide certain support services to victims, assist the Division of Child and Family Services with expanding victim services, and provide certain training and technical assistance related to critical incidents. AB 41 also creates the Victim Support Gift Account with a general fund in which gifts, grants, and donations for the benefit of the Victim Support Center may be accepted. This bill is effective October 1st, 2021.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none, the secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the secretary will close the roll. The vote on Assembly Bill 481 is 21 in favor, 0 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
Senate Bill number 27, introduced by Senate Committee on Education, revises various provisions relating to education. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
I have amendment number 680, proposed by the Senate Committee on Finance.
Senator Dennis.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to dispense with the reading of the amendment.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Dennis.
Thank you. I move that the Senate adopt Amendment 680 to Senate Bill 27.
Are there two amendments, Madam? Okay. All right. You have heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Dennis.
Thank you. Senate Amendment 680 to Senate Bill 27 removes language that would have created the account for teacher incentives in statute. The amendment also eliminates existing language in statute relating to the Teacher School Supplies Assistance Account and the Nevada Institute on Teaching and Educator Preparation. Lastly, in order to bring Nevada law into compliance with Public Law 92-544, the amendment eliminates language in existing law related to maintaining a list of names of people whose teaching license applications are denied due to conviction of a sexual offense involving a minor. And I will say that this particular amendment is to clean up language that was contrary to the new pupil-centered funding plan. So that's why these accounts need to be removed from outside the plan.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Okay, motion carries. Are there any further amendments to the bill?
I have amendment number 761, proposed by Senator Dennis.
Thank you. Senator Dennis.
Madam President, I move to dispense with the reading of the amendment.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Dennis.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate adopt Amendment 761 to Senate Bill 27.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Dennis.
Thank you. The amendment removes the requirement that the school associate superintendent reporting to the governing body of the county within which the local school precinct the associate superintendent is assigned to oversee is located. And I will, this particular amendment, it's just removing the report that needs to be given to the county. And this was a request from the county to have them removed. They don't want to get this particular report.
Thank you for the remarks. All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion's carried. Are there any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 27, ready for final action.
Senate Bill 27, introduced by Senate Committee on Education, revises various provisions related to education in the people's state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows: Section 1 through Section 23, subsection 3, end of bill.
Thank you. Remarks from the floor. Senator Dennis.
Thank you, Madam President. This, as you just saw, we just made some amendments. So this was a cleanup bill from the Department of Education, and it goes through and does various cleanup on existing law. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Further remarks. Senator Hardy.
Thank you, Madam President. I would prefer if someone can assure us that the abolishment of the fund for teachers' incentives is included either in another bill or another statute or in another way, so that we are not just disincentivizing teachers, which is what the Amendment 680 seems to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks. Senator Dennis.
I just wanted to, in response, this bill does not talk about that part of it. That's in the budget. So in this particular bill, all this is doing is cleaning up the accounts that where the money used to go, and now it goes into the people-centered funding plan. So the answer is this bill does not deal with the teacher incentive accounts.
Thank you. Senator Hardy.
Thank you, Madam President. I would love to see someone show me where it is now that it has been taken out of, where it actually is, and so we have assurances that the teachers are not disincentivized. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks. All right, hearing none, the Secretary will open the roll. All right, looks like everyone's voted. Does anyone wish to change his or her vote? All right, the Secretary will close the roll. The vote on Senate Bill 27 is 16 in favor, 5 against. The bill having received a constitutional majority is declared passed. Order the Assembly.
And that concludes order of business number 13 on the first agenda.
Thank you. Order of business number 14, unfinished business, concur, not concur.
Senate Bill number 328, introduced by Senator Lang, revises provisions relating to energy storage systems. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 640. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Senator Harris.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate not concur in Assembly Amendment 640 to Senate Bill 328.
Thank you. Senator Harris has moved that the Senate do not concur in Assembly Amendment number 640 to Senate Bill number 328. Remarks. Senator Harris.
Thank you, Madam President. There is just one small line of cleanup that we're hoping to take care of in conference.
Thank you. Further remarks. All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate Bill ordered to the Assembly.
And that concludes order of business number 14 on the first agenda.
Thank you. Order business number 16, remarks from the floor. The following bills are ready to be immediately transmitted to the Assembly. Senate Bills number 27, 416, 455, Assembly Bills number 61, 459. Once these bills have been transmitted to the Assembly, the Senate no longer has the ability to take any further action. Further remarks? In addition to the bills that I read, to be immediately transmitted to the Assembly is Senate Bill number 328. Further remarks? We moving on to the second agenda, guys? We're ready. We're going. You got it. We are now on the second agenda. We are on order of business number 4, reports of committee.
None at this time.
That was quick. Order of business number 12, second reading.
Senate Bill number 440, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, creates a sales tax holiday for certain members of the Nevada National Guard and certain relatives of such members. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 of Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
Amendment number 756, proposed by Senate Committee on Revenue and Economic Development.
Thank you. Senator Kiefer. Is that you? Senator Neal.
Sorry, Madam President. Am I dispensing with the amendment?
If you would, that'd be nice.
Sorry. I move that we dispense with the reading of amendment number 756 to Senate Bill 440.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Neal.
I move that the Senate adopt amendment number 756 to 440.
Thank you. You have heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Neal.
Amendment 756 makes the following 2 changes. Provisions are added to comply with Section 6 of Article 10 of the Nevada Constitution, which requires the legislature to make certain findings to provide the exemption, and the effective date section is revised to provide it expires by limitation on June 30th, 2031.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 440, ordered reprinted, engrossed into the general file.
Senate Bill number 451, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, establishes for the 2021-2023 biennium the subsidies to be paid to the Public Employees Benefits Program for insurance for certain active and retired public officers and employees. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 451, ordered the general file.
Senate Bill number 456, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, revises provisions relating to state dental health officer. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 456, ordered the general file.
Senate Bill number 458, introduced by Senate Committee on Finance, ensures sufficient funding for K-12 public education for the 2021-2023 biennium. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Senate Bill 458, ordered to the general file.
Senate Bill 121, introduced by Senator Cohen, revises certain provisions relating to elections. The people of the state of Nevada, represented in the Senate Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1 to Section 1.
Thank you. Are there any amendments to the bill?
I have amendment number 759, proposed by Senate Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Thank you. Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, Madam President. I move to dispense with the reading of Amendment 759.
Thank you. If there are no objections, so ordered. Senator Orenshaw.
I move that the Senate do pass Amendment 759 to Assembly Bill 121.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. Are there any remarks? Senator Orenshaw.
The amendment specifies that upon receipt of an application to register to vote or a ballot cast using a system of approved electronic transmission, the election official shall affix, mark, or acknowledge receipt of that application or ballot with a timestamp. This applies to a person with a disability or a covered voter, a military overseas voter, who uses the electronic equivalent of an application or ballot. Deletes the provisions of the Nevada Revised Statutes that require the cancellation of a person's voter registration when that person requests a change in political party affiliation. This will allow such a change without having to fully re-register to vote for that voter, and add several co-sponsors to the bill.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Are there any further amendments to the bill?
There are none.
Thank you. Assembly Bill 121, ordered reprinted, engrossed into the general file.
And that concludes order business number 12 on the second agenda.
Thank you. Order business 14, unfinished business, concur.
Senate Bill number 179, introduced by Senate Committee on Commerce and Labor, revises provisions relating to sign language interpreting and real-time captioning. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 636. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Canizaro. Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Madam President. Move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 636 to Senate Bill 179.
Thank you. Senator Spearman has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 636 to Senate Bill number 179. Are there any remarks? Senator Spearman.
The amendment changes the expiration date of a professional registration issued pursuant to Section 18 of the bill from July 1, 2024 to July 1, 2026.
Thank you for the remarks. All right, hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 190, introduced by Senators Canizaro, et cetera, and Assemblywoman Torres, et cetera, provides for the dispensing of self-administered hormonal contraceptives. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 633. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment 633 to Senate Bill 190.
Thank you. Senator Canizaro has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 633 to Senate Bill number 190. Remarks? Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. Amendment 633 made two changes to Senate Bill 190. The amendment deletes Section 8 of the bill and instead requires the State Board of Pharmacy to adopt certain regulations establishing a protocol to allow a pharmacist to dispense a self-administered hormonal contraceptive to any patient, and adds Assemblywoman Considine as a co-sponsor of the bill.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill ordered enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 260, introduced by Senator Canizaro, revises provisions relating to Internet privacy. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 514. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 514 to Senate Bill 260.
Thank you. Senator Canizaro has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 514 to the Senate Bill number 260. Remarks? Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. Amendment 514 makes four changes to Senate Bill 260. The amendment amends the definition of a data broker, revises provisions concerning the enforcement of the requirements imposed on operators and data brokers regarding the collection and sale of covered information, for the purpose of authorizing any operator or data broker who has not previously been found to have failed to comply with such requirements to remedy any failure to comply within 30 days after being informed of the failure. If such an operator or data broker remedies such a failure, the operator or data broker does not commit a violation for the purposes of governing the enforcement of the requirements by the Attorney General. It also clarifies the exemption specified in that subsection 1 of section 1.5 of the bill applies to any consumer reporting agency as defined in 15 U.S.C. 1681 A.F. and any personally identifiable information regulated by the Federal Fair Credit Reporting Act and the regulations adopted pursuant thereto, which is collected, maintained, or sold as provided in the Act, and deletes subsection 2B of Section 7.5 of the bill and amends the exemption provided in Section 1.5 of the bill to include a financial institution or an affiliate of a financial institution or any personally identifiable information regulated by the Federal Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act and the regulations adopted pursuant thereto that is collected, maintained, or sold as provided in the Act.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill ordered enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 293, introduced by Senators Canizaro, et cetera, and Assemblywoman Duran, revises provisions relating to employment. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 569. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment 569 to Senate Bill 293.
Thank you. Senator Canizaro has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 569 to Senate Bill number 293. Remarks? Senator Canizaro.
Thank you, Madam President. Amendment 569 made one change to Senate Bill 293, and it adds Assemblywoman Duran as a joint co-sponsor.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill order enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 360, introduced by Senate Committee on Government Affairs, revises provisions relating to public employment. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 526. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Dondero-Loop.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment 526 to Senate Bill 360.
Thank you. Senator Dondero-Loop has moved that the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 526 to Senate Bill number 360. Remarks? Senator Dondero-Loop.
Thank you, Madam President. This amendment deletes most provisions of the bill and instead adds one member to the Board of Public Employees Benefit Program must be appointed by the governor from a list of nominations of 10 classified state employees submitted by the labor organization representing the largest number of classified state employees, participating in PEB.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
And that concludes order of business number 14 on the second agenda.
Order of business 16. How about third agenda? We don't have far to go, guys. Ready? Okay, we are on the third agenda. We are on order of business 4, reports of committee.
And we have no reports at this time.
Thank you. Order of business 14, unfinished business, concur.
Senate Bill number 95, introduced by Senator Orenshaw, revises provisions relating to business entities. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 537. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
I move that we concur in Assembly Amendment number 537 to Senate Bill 95.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved that Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 537 to Senate Bill number 95. Remarks? Senator Scheibel.
This amendment makes technical changes to Senate Bill 95 at the request of the sponsor.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 166, introduced by Senator Scheibel, revises provisions relating to crimes motivated by certain characteristics of the victim. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 601. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this amendment, this matter?
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
I move that we concur in Amendment 601 to Senate Bill 166.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved that Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 601 to Senate Bill number 166. Remarks? Senator Scheibel.
This amendment adds clarifying language to the bill to indicate that if a crime is going to be charged as a hate crime, that the standard of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 177, introduced by Senators Ratty, et cetera, revises provisions relating to account for aid for victims of domestic violence. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 500. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, President. I move that we concur in Amendment number 500 to Senate Bill number 177.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 500 to Senate Bill number 177. Remarks? Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President. The only changes that this makes is adds additional sponsors to the bill.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 203, introduced by Senators Sondero, Loop, et cetera, revises provisions relating to civil actions involving certain sexual offenses. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendments number 602 and 687. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in these matters?
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President. Both of these amendments make minor changes at the request of the sponsor.
Did you move that the Senate concur?
Also that. I move that the Senate concur in Amendment 602 and 687 to Senate Bill number 203.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 602 and 687 to Senate Bill number 203. Were those your remarks?
They were. Thank you.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right. Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 237, introduced by Senators Harris and Scheibel, revises provisions relating to businesses. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 529. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Thank you. Senator Scheibel.
I move that we concur in Assembly Amendment 529 to Senate Bill number 237.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 529 to Senate Bill number 237. Remarks? Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Madam President. The amendment does two things, the amendment does two things. It narrows and clarifies the definition of an LGBTQ-owned business, and it also makes changes requested by a state agency in order for them to be able to comply with the mandate of the bill.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right. Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate bill ordered and enrolled.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. Assembly to be notified of our action.
Senate Bill number 332, introduced by Senator Scheibel, revises provisions relating to structured settlements. The Assembly has amended this bill with amendment number 510. Does the Senate wish to concur or not concur in this matter?
Bringing it home. Senator Scheibel.
Thank you. I move that we concur in Assembly Amendment number 510 to Senate Bill 332.
Thank you. Senator Scheibel has moved the Senate concur in Assembly Amendment number 510 to Senate Bill number 332. Remarks? Senator Scheibel.
This amendment makes minor changes at the request of the sponsor.
Thank you. Further remarks? All right, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Senate Bill ordered and enrolled. Assembly to be notified of our action.
And that concludes order of business number 14 on the third agenda and business of the desk for this legislative day at this time.
That was good. All right. Order of business 16, remarks from the floor. Senator Cannizzaro.
You get a 1-minute recess, Madam President.
1 minute recess. We are back from recess. We are on the third agenda. We are on order of business 16. Senator Cannizzaro. Anybody else? Senator Scheibel. Oh.
Thank you. I would just like to ask the Senate Judiciary Committee to join me in our committee room in exactly 1 hour at 1:45 or 1:45 p.m. for our Judiciary Committee meeting.
Thank you. Judiciary Committee 145. Senator Spearman.
Thank you, Madam President. I would just like to ask if we remember the family of Nicholas Hunter Hamilton. He was a pilot that was killed in a crash in Las Vegas on yesterday. They just announced his name. We're not sure of his veteran status, but based upon what he was doing, he was probably a combat pilot. So remember him and his family, and it's another reason why we try to tangibly honor the service of our military and veterans. That's all.
Thank you, Senator Spearman. Nicholas Hunter Hamilton, is that? Yeah, may his family be blessed. Other remarks? Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President. I did want to take just a moment to acknowledge one of our colleagues who I think is a little too humble sometimes in their own accomplishments and recognitions. And so my colleague from Senate District 21 had received a very prestigious award called the NAS Medallion Award in appreciation of dedicated service to elections in Nevada from the Office of the Secretary of State. And while I think he was too humble to accept the recognition, I felt that it would be appropriate to have all of us acknowledge what I do think is some very truly good work that he has done as the chair of the Senate Legislative Operations and Elections Committee. So I want to read just a little bit about the NAS Medallion Award. The NAS Medallion Award allows individual secretaries of states to recognize outstanding service and dedication to furthering the mission of the National Association of Secretaries of States within the states. This award was created to honor individuals, groups, or organizations with an established record of promoting the goals of NAS in one or more of the following areas: elections with special emphasis on voter education and participation, civic education including the teaching, promotion, and study of the subject, service to state government, specifically the Office of the Secretary of State. And the award recipients reflect the mission, purposes, and objectives of NAS as outlined in the NAS Constitution, bylaws, and other policies. They promote the same dignity, ideals, and stature that NAS has come to represent over the years. And this was awarded by our very own Secretary of State in April of 2021 with an accompanying letter of recognition to my colleague from Senate District 21. And I, in fact, don't even have the actual award because he was, as always, very gracious in accepting of it. But I did manage to get a hold of this photograph of the award so that everyone could see it, and so that we could take a moment to honor what I do think is this very good work and a pretty outstanding commendation and recognition by our Secretary of State. So I did want to take a moment just to congratulate our colleague from Senate District 21.
That's pretty great, Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you, President, and to you and through you to the Majority Leader. Very humbled and honored to receive that recognition. It's been wonderful getting to have the opportunity to chair the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections 2 sessions now. I had that opportunity in the Assembly as well, and was able to serve on the Elections Committee actually every session I've served. It's been really wonderful getting to work on elections issues, and I think that we made a lot of progress, and I'm very, very, very humbled by the award, and thank you. Thank you to the body. Thank you, Majority Leader.
Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Madam President. At this moment, I would like to move that the Senate stand in recess until the call of the chair.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying yea. Opposed, nay. I hesitate. I think it was on the bubble whether that motion carries. Motion carries.